moving almost half naked, or a boy with his pants almost down, kukwafula. Those habits are now over. Some of them will be rebuked by your own children. After the COVID-19 pandemic, the world has changed dramatically. Technology and ICT infrastructure has made a lot of changes in this digital world. It is important that every one of us has to embrace technology in a positive way for the development of the country. New field has emerged and it is opened for everyone. New process of thinking has made the new world after the COVID-19 pandemic. It is very important to note that what we learn today will not be there in tomorrow. So, continuous and lifelong learning are very important for every one of us and for the development of the nation. Learning is a continuous process and it is not going to end. Do not stop learning and adopt the new changes. Professional ethics and professionalism have to be taken care. Dear graduates, you should know that Malawi is not a separate country, but rather it is part of the global, and globalization has made us together. If there is any problem in one country, this will affect the whole world. We are interlinked. Everyone has to keep in mind that we have to compete with not fellow Malawians. We have to compete internationally. Dear graduates, you have prepared yourselves to empower the new challenge by doing hard work, continuous learning, and the spirit of fighting, which will make to represent the global arena. Currently, our country faces many challenges, and I guarantee you that the young minds have to break away these barriers for developing the great nation Malawi. In conclusion, I call each of you to stay in touch with us, your prestigious university, and be part of DMI alumni group. With great pleasure, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to all the members of the university for working very hard to make this graduation a success. It now remains my singular honor for me to perform the very pleasant duty of awarding degrees to our graduates. Yes, I know you were waiting for that. Congratulations to everybody, and thank you very much for your attention. May the Almighty God bless you all and bless our country, Malawi.
request His Lordship Most Reverend Mountford Stima, the Chancellor of DMI St. John the Baptist University and Bishop of Mangoji Diocese, to invite the guest of honor, Dr. Thomas Mtai, Director General of National Planning Commission, Malawi.
My humble duty now is to call your guest, the guest of honor, to come and address the graduates.
I didn't realize that the Pro-Vice Chancellor is slightly shorter than me, the Pro-Chancellor. This morning, through you, Pro-Chancellor, Your Lordship, the Very Reverend Stima, allow me to recognize all that are sat on the high table and that all protocols are observed. I wanted to start by saying I want to wish you a good morning because at first I thought I should start by saying good morning, but when you do that, oftentimes there's hardly people that respond. So I want to say good morning, but instead I will say I wish you a good morning. I've also learned the art that if you want a bit more of people to talk as part of the greeting, you do it the church way. So I'm going to ask the graduates that talk to your neighbor and say, my blessings have just started today. Okay. Mr. Pro-Chancellor, it is such a great honor and privilege to be the guest of honor at this 7th DMI St. John the Baptist University graduation ceremony. By the way, before I proceed, I just want to say that I had hoped to present my speech using an iPad, but in my excitement, I forgot my iPad at home. But I think one lesson that I'm leaving you graduates with is that it's always important to have a plan B, because I printed something at the office. So in life, always have a plan B. This particular occasion brings me fond memories of the road I have also walked. But my happiness cannot surpass those graduating today, for it is such a remarkable day for them. The happiness, excitement, and sense of fulfillment reflecting on the faces of these graduates today tells it all. I also believe that this graduation ceremony is a major milestone in the history of DMI St. John the Baptist University. Mr. Pro-Chancellor and your team, I have been well appraised on how the university has delivered over the years and the significant contribution it has made to the nation. I'm happy to hear that the graduates from this university are playing key roles in both government and the private sector. Mr. Pro-Chancellor, sir, I look forward to seeing the university conducting a tracer study, if not done already, which would provide useful information on how the students are performing in the labor market and the industry's perception of the university programs. This would help the university in the review process of its programs and also to ensure that standards are improved at all times. Distinguished guests, today we witnessed the 7th graduation event. In total, I'm told that we've had to produce over the years over 2,399 graduates, and we're witnessing today 658 graduates coming out. These are dedicated to the development of this country. These numbers are a clear testimony of the very good progress and the confidence that the labor market and parents are having in the DMI St. John the Baptist University. Additionally, the university is contributing to the creation of an efficient and effective public service. For instance, the university, I'm advised, is offering 25% scholarship to civil servants, 40% scholarships to the Malawi Police Service, and 40% scholarship to the Department of Immigration and Citizenship. Further, it is worth appreciating the development initiatives the university is doing to the underprivileged, as spelled out clearly by the Pro-Chancellor, and all the disadvantaged groups of our societies through, for example, the DMI Women's Group. I'm duly informed that the DMI Women's Group is implementing projects in deprived rural and urban communities by setting up small-scale business activities and training the women in tailoring and cookery. The university is also supporting youth groups in education and children's parliament. So I would like to sincerely commend the Chancellor, University Council, management and staff of DMI for the hard work and clear vision. More importantly, it is good to note that these graduates have been trained as well, which will contribute to wealth and jobs creation in line with the country's vision, Malawi 2063. Graduates, I wish to remind you that you have not reached the end of the race yet. In fact, you have just started a new journey. That is why this event is called a commencement event. Now, let me tell you a bit of my story. In 2001, coming from a very poor background, I got my first degree, just as you'll be getting today. In my family, having an underwear was a luxury. But today, not only do I have underwears, but I have boxers too. Again, in my family, wearing a shoe was strictly for school or church. In fact, I failed to be a basketball player because I never had a sneaker shoe to play with. One thing to my credit was that I was engaged in student politics and professional growth while at the university. Not only was I a student union leader, but I also became president of the Students' Economics Association. This had helped to connect me to a number of influential people in the university, in government, and private sector. So beyond graduating with just an academic degree in 2001, my student leadership at the university also capacitated me with good communication skills, confidence, teamwork, networking, and being organized. As you would have expected, therefore, upon graduation, I was so confident I would immediately find a job. I wish I had known better how the world works. I was applying for all jobs that had economist in it. Then I decided to go broad and go for anything that needed a first degree, to no avail. Then I decided to apply to even those that required a diploma as minimum level, to no avail. And later, I was applying for anything that would take me off from home, still nothing came up. Eventually, I decided I would just have to literally walk into offices and private secondary schools asking for a job, in pure desperation. Finally, after 6 months, I got a teaching job in some private school. But it was not long before I was laid off because I kept on coming late, since I would mostly be in town looking for other job opportunities. After a long while, I landed myself a job as an economist in government, when one senior official I met when I was president of the Students' Economics Association alerted me to the opportunity. I then, following Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10, which says, "Whatever your hands finds to do, do it with all your heart and might." I said I will always work hard moving forward. I had known the value of having a job. After a couple of years working in government, I proceeded to do my master's degree in England, and was fortunate enough to be awarded a PhD straight after finishing my master's degree when I was only 28 years old. In my PhD, following my Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10 principle, I got to be voted with the best doctoral thesis. Upon completion, I became president, not just of a Students' Economics Association, but the entire Economics Association of Malawi, and proceeded to work with the World Bank, United Nations, and the capacity building of the African Union, before I came back home to become the first Director General of the National Planning Commission. Now somebody will be saying, I did not mean to bore you with my life story, but to give you inspiration that when you are determined, regardless of your background, you will succeed in life. So long you always maintain a positive attitude and never lose hope. Even those of you who come from privileged families know that education is your best parent. Your parents' riches are theirs, and so work towards your own economic independence. As mortal beings, your parents will not be there forever. Know also that academic papers alone are not enough, but you need to add other employability skills like leadership skills, communication skills, networking skills, and even more importantly, as the Pro-Chancellor mentioned, get more education to add more value to yourselves. Because the world is becoming more competitive each passing day. And whenever you're given an opportunity to learn a new language, or speak, or lead, or take part in any event, grab the opportunity and display the best of yourself and your talents. These value-adding elements will come handy one day. It is what will distinguish you from the rest, because we all have gotten the same degree today. I'm glad to note, your Pro-Chancellor, that the programs at DMI are tailored beyond students acquiring employability skills, but importantly making them create employment through entrepreneurship. This approach will go a long way to creating employment and contribute to the economic well-being of our nation. Talking about our nation, as a country, as we all know, led by our head of state, launched our new vision, the Malawi 2060. It is a clear vision that reflects the aspirations of us all as Malawians. An inclusively wealthy and self-reliant nation primarily finances its own needs, community, national levels, without looking up to the goodwill of others. The vision is to be realized by focusing on three interlinked pillars: agricultural productivity and commercialization, industrialization with mining as an important integral, and urbanization that includes tourism hubs and secondary cities. This will need some enablers to be realized, top of which is mindset change. As a nation, we need to think more of creating wealth and jobs for ourselves. We should hence be keen on coming up with bankable business ideas beyond just thinking of being employed. A salary alone never made anyone wealthy. It is entrepreneurship that does. Looking up to government for jobs and loans, learn the art of building capital through partnerships. In meeting our vision, the Malawi 2063, you are the greatest source of wealth as graduates. That is why the vision emphasizes on page 35 that developing human capital will play a pivotal role in the transformation of our economy. I urge you all to find a copy of the Malawi 2063 on the National Planning Commission website and read it as you would with the Bible. The majority of the youth do not have the requisite skills or financial capabilities to support the development agenda of the country. With the capacity of our citizenry developed, we will fully harness our resource potential and expeditiously achieve the three pillars that I just mentioned. The thrust of any economy is its educated people, are the ones that design programs, implement strategies, and create innovations. Human capital is directing how other resources are put into productive use to attain desired outcomes. I hence wish to sincerely congratulate private university, St. John Baptist University, in creating the human capital that is fit for purpose in meeting our country's vision. Mr. Pro-Chancellor, government and the national in particular stands ready to fully support your university and indeed all universities, private and public, in ensuring that their programs align to the country's vision pillars and enablers so that we can meet the aspirations sooner than 2063. May I hasten to add that the country still lags so much in its human capital development capacities. And so we need to find innovative ways of producing in mass the needed quantities while minding the quality. This will require innovation and investments in open and distance e-learning. In modern times, we can no longer just rely on brick and mortar. This is what will distinguish the surviving universities to those that will fold up due to lack of innovation. Just as the labor market is competitive for the graduates, so is the business market for universities. It is hence so pleasing to note that DMI has embraced science, technology, and innovation advancements as an integral of their education system. I'm advised that the university desires to establish a college of ICT. This is a more than welcome idea. Apart from addressing the needs of the country, the college will provide an opportunity to Malawian youth to access university education, which is currently the lowest in the Southern African part. This initiative, Mr. Chancellor, and your team links well with the desire of the university to promote research and innovation. To this end, I would like to sincerely commend the university for introducing the annual research grant of 50 million kwacha to promote research among staff and students. Teaching in any university must be informed by research. This will not only improve the ranking of our universities, but will also bring the much needed innovations that can be commercialized. DMI, St. John Baptist University, is a clear example of a learning and progressive institution. When other education institutions closed or suffered negative impacts of COVID-19 pandemic, you accelerated the use of digital and ICT technologies. I therefore would like to commend DMI, St. John the Baptist University, for making a huge investment towards online and blended learning. It is the surest way towards the Malawi we want by 2063, and even much earlier. Let me turn to the graduates. I'm so happy for you. Graduation ceremony is one of the most memorable events in anyone's life. This is a happy occasion because you are being rewarded for your hard work and the completion of your studies. This is also a proud moment for parents and guardians because their dreams of giving their sons and daughters education have finally come to fruition. And I would like to say, to God be the glory. To all of you graduates, this university is your alma mater, and so be its admirable ambassadors. The reputation and respect that DMI St. John Baptist University will get in the labor and business market pretty much depends on how you conduct yourselves. Dear graduates, in a special way, I would like you to acknowledge the contribution of your lecturers, parents, guardians, family and friends who have supported you through each step of your academic journey. While not all of them are here physically attending this ceremony today, I'm sure they are so excited wherever they are, and others are watching through the live streaming, and I'm sure they're very proud of your achievements. Let us put our hands together to thank them for their unwavering support. I would like to end my speech, and you can be sure that I'm ending, this is my last page, with a quote. And I hope that you all remember these words from the late boxing great Mr. Muhammad Ali. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small people who find it easier to live in the world they have been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Therefore, dear graduates, go out there and challenge the words of Mr. Muhammad Ali. Be the change that you want to see and create a world of possibilities that will be a better place for all of us. Mr. Pro-Chancellor and management and your team, lastly, this being a faith-based university, I may be detained if I don't finish with a Bible verse that I've always found so encouraging in my academic and professional journey. And I know most of the graduates by now would have known this verse. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. So if you as graduates can forget anything that I have said today, please just remember this verse. Congratulations, and I wish you Godspeed. Thank you.
Let the graduates be now presented.
May I now invite the registrar to present the candidates before the Chancellor.
I present unto you the candidates who have been certified by the duly appointed examiners to be qualified to receive the diploma, degrees in arts, science, education and engineering from DMI St. John the Baptist University. Names of candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the award of degree before March 2022. Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, Dmisjbu, Dumisani Kapala, Francis Baluti, Grant Semani Chimwanza, Henry Junior Palika, Kondwani Montfort Joabi, Limbigani Zangazanga, Matthias Chikwaya, Osvelana Matthias Namangale, Paul Malume, Stanislas Filmon, Yaya Madi, Chipa Tsapita Njiko, Gabriel Kagwamhone, Gift Mgondwe, Bentry Banda, Fazio Machipata, Frederick Mangata, Peter Das, Andrew Samuti, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Chinkomola Arnold, Praise Chisare, Edward Mwakamo, Emma Banda, Emmanuel Mwansambo, Kajisa Grievin, Kajusa Francis, Katete Blessings Isaka, Kunyawaga Crispin, Maganga Richard, Maguru Noel, Michael Junior Makaka, Zangadi Simon, Mena Hussein, Ntuluka Gavin, Namatawa Vincent, Nestaria Santendilowe, Pledge Binghani, Blessings Kawiza, Fortune Sofasi, Vidumbiko FS Chinoko, Zaito Angelomore, Habe Emmanuel Chisati, Jeremiah Upendo Lumanga, Leonard Torre, Lawless Lipenga, Emmanuel Kayange, Emmanuel Chisisi Chitani, Vincent Joseph Mpikasambo, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Banda Sosola Vincent, Chimwaza Nelson, Tangali Modi Richard, Banda Dumisani Fasio Sanctus, Chanza Collins Mirward, Golani Onland, Hunga Tuonge, Mbare Peter, Mitoji Chisomo, Mtonda Zaita, Chitera Nathan, Piri Bright, Tamandan Pius, Victor Odiro, Akim Owen, Fred Justice Osmond, Joy Kamulomo, Ntende Njiko, Mpasa Dinghani, Mwangugu Fazwa, Nyangulu Clifton Robertson, Temba Chiwa, Tumbigo Nkandawire, Sulo Vincent Jones, Ongani Jawinga, Kenneth Davidson Piri, Emmanuel Chizankufa, Emmanuel Chimpepa, Martin Chusen Sichari, Morris Frederick Makwawa, Banjani Green Nyangulu, Chikondi Eka, Gerard Nyirenda, Yamigo Joseph Mato, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Alfred Kazamira, Benson Kadeka, Blessed Owen Chimwara, Blessings Manyamba, Gerald Lipipa, Godwin Humphrey Chiweza, Isaac Zediko Mauruka, Jean Makala Ngozo, MacLeod Dalitso Mwambene, Moses Nkoma, Neva Kaunda, Philip Chisomo Katema, Leonard Nyirenda, Samson Njilembe Mhango, Timothy Kadimba, Mike Chungu, Gift Chiwambo, Stanslas Sakwia, Lighton Chimpepo. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Albert Beza, Alinafe Chiona, Alan Matope, Anne Kazakumanja, Bill Chayamba, Christopher Nachimbwe, Cornelio Maungo, David Chagoma, Dominic Bombe, Edita Jalamanda, Emile Suwinda, Flores Ngoma, Gomejan Banda, Helen Chingwede, Jane Halawa, John Will Benz Tembo, Kevin Onantama, Mayamiko Habisa, Mavis Chakana, Noel Oshawa, Nosa Magombo, Paul Mazambani, Henderson Sigero, Shadrack Kilembe, Shaf Yusuf Musa, Shalon Los Chikapa, Sibongere Moyo, Sieven Chimpamba, Stephen Daud Ahmad, Tadala Manguo, Teresa Gunde, Tinashe Nyilongo, Vanessa Chalamba, Young Jerry, Zaito Kangombe, Abel Hera, Akim Mwanza, Tadala Chilachila, Timothy Nkata, Evelyn James, Tadala Diana Tembo. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Albert Kafila-Banjila, Ongani Jikosi, Catherine Namaona, Cornelius Madaliso Chana Muna, Elizabeth Banda, Gloria Namangare, Kisa Elizabeth Marweni, Monalisa Banda, Paya Swami Ntayamo, Sipo Kapewe, Tikalena Unkandawire, Victoria Mwawanda, John Dakoka, Chimango Kalua, Collins Chihana, Costa Sinkunika, Jacqueline Hens, Lorraine Nyondo, Michelle Zonde, Talala Hoahoa, Lois Mayamiko Pipila, Fidelia Chaika Jabasuka Ive, Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting and Finance, Chikaiko Mzanda, Grace Pachalo Gongwe, Blessings Chataya, Catherine Chidzanja, Linda Epiphania Shawa, Lucius Chaputa, Richard Gusto, Goodson Chipara, Chigundo Martin. Bachelor of Business Administration, Catherine Mendulo, Chikondi Banda Msosa, Comfort Paulini Jinkanja, Jeffrey Spencer Chimariro, Linda Jeke, Matilda Chisomo Nkurichi, Mese Pio, Michael Tembo, Milka Mrenga, Miriam Joyce Namakwa, Patricia Martin Chimpepo, Regina Ignacio, Samuel Homex Piri, Semida Piri, Teresa Jagunda, Tokozani Mutari, Vanessa Matare, Vitumbiko Mhango, Ongani Nyilenda, Kuleza Ntima Zembere, Lumumba Patrick Ziwa, Alexander George Pahua, Edward Mona, Miriam Mwalilino, Tabitha Apa Tsakapito, Chimwemwe Zakeyu, Fumbani Nzoma, James Manje, Lokshan Jusab. Bachelor of Business Administration, Oble Gulumba, Lisa Barani, Mayamiko Denzel Siras, Mwai Nkoma, Verena Jolie Mables, Fidelia Kajisego, Rollins Moa, Leah Morich Pofia, Angela Jumbo, Fiuda Magugula, Hannah Gwengwe, Mavis Mare, Minani Cloud, Pempo Bandawe, Tuonge Wanja, Adam Twaibu, Addison Wilson, Jacqueline Yankokatuma, Christina Nasazia Maganda, Pirirani Zunga, Anthony Chipirigontaja, Emmanuel Chimbizi, Mtazi Adams, Louis Comfort Chilabade, Sirilika Tazafewa Sebastian, Tazafewa Chikwesele, Faith Ntoniwa. Batch of Business Administration, Christina Mbalure, Clifford Kawinga, Alfred Antaba, Eriko Chiwita Mhango, Gray Chaganda, Grifford Grant Chimenya, Ivy Msicha Masamba, Jacqueline Gadamenga, Juliet Panga, Manda Jane, Maria Antara, Memory Chibaka, More Chira, Evelyn Nyirenda, Peter Namakwa, Sekan Chira, Samangaliso Mvula, Tuen Piri, Moritz Felix Ngunguza, Mese Sikanyika, Violet Muhango, Catherine Togozani Chawezi, Charles Majanga, Flora Isa, Isabel Chilambo, Lucille Martha Ndovi, Alilani Nkandawire Mwazuika, Robert Change Chinongeni, Nina Beza, Batch of Business Administration in Advertising and Marketing, Berwin Kauta Mware, Bridget Ohakala Lapahua, Catherine Gulo, Chikondi Nerifa Jairos, Elad Woodford Chagoma, Fatani Gelson Kweluza, George Emilius Chande, Gordon Benedicto Mijon, Isaac Kevin Bonde, Bamarekani Israel, Kevin Jeremiah Farakeza, Eunice Keston Moyo, Maggie Tengletu, Maxwell Junior Gumwembe, Pascalina Ruamba, Salome Nyilongo, Samson Peter Tembo, Tagondo Atandizi Muhango, Tema Nkandawire, Timothy Skero, Selango Koske Kumwenda, Yango Muta Chikwana, Louis Malinga, Albert Tomoga, Ken Todd Nyirenda, Richard Mautanga. Batch of Business Administration in Finance Management, Obre Dick Sato, Cecilia Gasepe, Cynthia Tandi Ngogoma, Eda Banda, Eva Sabat Yohane, Felix Luther Maruichi, Francisco Namaria, Hope Chambamba, Chilinda Irene, Janet Minde, Lola Ligomeka, Maureen Madalo Kapengule, Mary David Malunga, Mollis Felix Ngunguza, Mesa Sikanyika, Modesta Juwaki, Nicholas Kizure, Pari Hanis Kalombo, Pauline Godfrey Kapoche, Precious Sean Kavuta, Stella Stace Nyilongo, Teresa Saidi, Vivian Chulu, Caroline Machado, Everine Salema, Vincent Noah, Ongani Leonard Swande, Peter Mauluka, Togozani Kariati, Ishmael George Sosola, Trevor Sasuka, Norias Matambo. Batch of Business Administration International Business. Elaniv Feva Chibesagunda, Frank Duff Gondwe, Gordon Chaonega, Hussein Musa, Isa Nkoma, Nkula Joe, Kedasa Mafambo, Madali Soja Lendewa, Sanderson Ngoma, Ongani Victoria Chinamari. Bachelor of Business Administration International Business, Enoch Tom Kabanda, Emeria Abira, Florence Tambo, Madalitso Gapani, Magon Jabulan Makileni, Malumbo Chinula, Memory Marwanda, Shari Kadzombe, Tadala Elizabeth Chikungu, Yeo Chavula, Abad Mahecha, Clara Ndarahona, Faith Msomari, George Kaunda, Islam Abdul Rashid, McDonald Lore, Intendant Sampa, Stella Singini, Comfort Kasagula, Shira Mwanza, Samuel Chimwenye, and Chiza Paul Emmanuel.
Bachelor of Social Work. Chimombo, Beta Zimbili, Besta Msukwa, Bridget Kaliosi, Bridget Ntani, Baton Champande, Caroline Megan, Caroline Topi, Catherine Serera, Charite Hara, Chimwemwe Bunu, Chimwemwe Mtaza, Claudius Nkandawile, Saibi Umase, Duzdelata Malele, Elita Gondwen, Elizabeth Tinyero, Elizabeth Campezeni, Emile Nsoma, Esther Nkata, Fanes Ponderani, Gomejani Moyo, Ides Nsamanyada, Ipiana Nkonongo, Jacinta Chikalamba, Jane Chagunda, Jemima Nkatama, Jonathan Noah, Josiah Ijes, Kudakwase Chimponda, Lamek Saidi, Louis Ijes, Linda Makuya, Rina Msomba, Louise Patel, Rosario Namponya, Lucille Pili, Madalitso Minga, Mariana Sande, Mpatso Ndolo, Miriam Kamai, Moses Twalik Fandika, Mwaiwao Banda, Mwai Mwenerupembe, Naira Elias, Precious Ninje, Praise Sindo, Priscilla Kamanga, Rachel Mtonya, Rajiv Kalinde, Rezina Kanyondo, Rose Jonas, Salome Mpasuka, Selina Zimba, Sipiwe Yotam, Simon Kaseko, Tapiwa Mponda, Tapiwa Banda, Tokozile Pili, Tiamike Masagatira, Tianjane Mundisie, Vanessa Kamwaza, Violet Odala, Witness Msiska, Yanjanan Koviwa, Yanko Makankula, Atrole Chiwosi, Axon Beza, Mona Lisa Kanguru, Marvelous Msuzi, Noah Makanga, Rose Sakala, Bachelor of Social Work, Chimbili Hastings, Chisenga Vinjelu, Damiano Anderson, Giracheo Jane, Kambalame Simeon, Manda Fishani, Nyasulu Janet, Pili Adam, Tamanga Olive, Useni Kelvin, Esther Banda, Faith Malison, Future Matemba, Justin Kashindi Mwene Malongo, Shadrach Ntakimana, Margaret Chitulo, Mbemba Malunga, Nilele Mpaka, Noel Kusamba, Promise Chigumula, Roosevelt Chitani, Victory Nasiaya, Yanko Yakobe, Helen Machilika, Henry Salim, Tupoche Chigawa, Bachelor of Social Work, Alinafe Chawinga, Chimwemwe Mvula, Miriam Moyo, Omega Chinyanga, Edmo Makina, Juliet Nkantawile, Phoenix Kachingwe, Charite Chabwela, Madalito Chimombo, John Victor Loga, Bachelor of Social Work in Community Development, Charite Mwale, Diana Wane, Lucia Pili, Memory Mandala, Mese Gondwe, Modesta Nyilenda, Monica Macholowe, Patrick Pili, Rashida Msusa, Shailin Chikusa, Wongani Chirambo, Yeo Mzembe, Amanda Sauta, Bachelor of Social Work in Community Development, Elnet Kumwenda, Felix Taylor, Judith Nyawa, Kumbo Saka, Lusungu Simchimba, Masensio Shilin, Manchester Antonio, Agi Malamba, Cecilia Tim, Ezinara Banda, Gabriel Musaiwa, James Kankwamba, Kumbukani Pakulantanda, Priscilla Chagomelana, Robert Shibisa, Robert Ngombe, Shepson Pili, Sherif Matola, Wells Tambala, Alice Chandilanga. Bachelor of Social Work in Community Development, Magawa Matthias, Nkata Ruth, Beatrice Banali, Chikafumbwa Emile, David Daniel Pili, Loveness Kaliati, Malama Anastasia, Matia Priscilla, Joan Chinkono, Priscilla Pundi, Tamanda Chapoka, Wema Chinyama, Alex Saint, Angela Luhanga, Chikont Blackson, Dennis Marimba, Emmanuel Cherani, Esther Gondwe, Josephine Maweja, Mayamiko Nkuka, Samantha Zikawanda, Hamilton Mlota, Manes Jim, Alice Kankwamba, Cecilia Bonongwe, Alexander John Kalele. Bachelor of Social Work in Project Management, Monitoring and Evaluation, Adija Muhammad, Andrew Banderson, Banaba Zingani, Charlotte Chaua, Chipokwelo Nyasulu, Darwin Msiska, Desire Banda, Els Kapanga, Hope Liwawa, Jane Julius, Joseph Ntukuso, Melissa Maruza, Nelly Amos, Nyengo Kumwenda, Patrick Chandimba, Chris Nyilenda, Rose Baimua, Shabeu Simbi, Shamiso Kaboni, Sylvia Pahua, Stephen Namame, Susan Nguruwe, Sympathy Dziwe, Tadala Chipendo, Tadala Kananji, Chokozani Yohane, Tiamike Suwili, Vanessa Bengo, Wilmot Maina, Yotam Wisdom Chiziwa, Catherine Sitole, Chisisi Lungu, William Rosario, Chikondi Mpunga, Mere Kachiswe. Bachelor of Social Work in Project Management, Monitoring and Evaluation. Blessings Chimwaza, Joseph Simbeye, Kondwani Chadza, Cornelius Chidzanja, Melvin Chinkunta, Ernest Mnyenyembe, Esther Monjeza, Giovanni Ndala, Fides Jele, Lodne Kapulula, Benjamin Minofu, Gertrude Njima, Ruth Nzembe, Peter Nsandu, Shanarol Kamvantope, Temwa Chavula, Penop Tawe, Regina Zimba, Chimwemwe Musopole, Daniel Meki, Foster Masanko, George Chunga, George Mwale, Harris Mwandemange, Madalitoka Zembe, Patrick Chirambo, Pepecho Kalichero, Peter Jameson, Precious Kamweta, Leonard Chipatali, Tato Kumbuka, Yeo Mbeya, Mpato Mwale, BJS Muhango, Tamanda Kosam, Ellen Chirwa, Hajira Wasi, Susan Pili, Christopher Mwakwawa, Susan Moyo, Priscilla Kawala. Bachelor of Arts in Secondary Education with English and History, Joseph Gilini. Diploma in Arts Education with English and History, Kevin Ngondoma, Fane Musa, Ganzan Komboni, Gaudesio Kaua, Shadrach White. Diploma in Arts Education with English and History, Joseph Mwisi, Maureen Lapken, Mavuto Hua, Susan Kampele. Diploma in Arts Education with English and Geography, Blessings Kapondolo, Chikondi Chalaka, Chikondi Kalonga, Dimois Maunda, Doreen Sambakunsi, Dyson Namanya, Elias Robert, Elida Maniwa, Estris Moko, Esther Banda, Gibson Jamali, Graham Kitiko, Innocent Kalawa, Juliet Mapemba, Leonard Kapesa, Lusekero Kawange, Madalitson Tawali, Mavuto Mawindo, Monica Lile, Mwai Pili, Sati Sani, Chogozani Pazi, Tiamike Chatondoa, Trinity Chapweteka, Violet Hezekiah, Wes Nkoma, Williams Pili, Wyson Maliche. Diploma in Arts Education with English and Geography, Anne Mwale, Benjamin Baroi, Dayton Namanya, Dickens Samuel, Gridius Jacob, Jane Nguluwe, Kondwan Petro, Kondwan Muhala, Nelson Mwale, Patricia Kariati, Shina Anganile, Chrise Potani, Charles Singini. Diploma in Arts Education with English and Commerce. Concesio Pili, Dyson Selva, Faith Madulira, Francis Nkwanda, Matthias Magreta, Mese Chisambi, Ndaziona Heston, Wells Maganizo. Diploma in Science Education with Mathematics and Biology. Merai Chiumia, Tiwonge Mwakabana, Vuku Nyati, Isaac Chali. Diploma in Science Education with Mathematics and Biology. Chifundo Mbewe. Diploma in Science Education with Physical Science and Mathematics. Caroline Banda.
May all the graduates arise and remain standing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Pro-Chancellor of DMI St. John the Baptist University, I admit you to several diploma and degrees for which you have been declared qualified in this university, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these diploma and degrees, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your diploma and degrees.
The graduates shall arise and remain standing for the...
We shall now say our oath of allegiance, and you repeat what I say. We shall, in thought, word and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession and for the honor of our country. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow members, and shall devote all our energy to promote the idea of our country.
To promote the idea of our country.
We shall in our capacity
We shall in our capacity
as learned citizens who try to protect our Mother Earth and work towards the protection of the earth against global warming, deforestation, discrediting natural resources. We try to protect and to leave this world a habitable place for our future generations.
Please be seated. May I request the Pro-Chancellor to invite the guest of honor to distribute the awards to the academic top performers, departmental top performers, and best woman performer of the university.
Top performance of departments, degree and diploma program, Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, first place, Mr. Dumisani Kapala. Second place, Mr. Dumisani Chirwa. Mr. Dumisani Chirwa. First place, Mr. Dumisani Kapala. Mr. Dumisani Kapala. And second place, Mr. Dumisani Chirwa. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. First place, Mr. Nyangulu Clifton Robertson. Second place, Mr. Koyokwa Crispin. Second place, Mr. Koyokwa Crispin. First place, Mr. Nyangulu Clifton Robertson. And second place, Mr. Koyokwa Crispin. Okay. Second place, Mr. Koyokwa Crispin. Bachelor of Commerce and Accounts. First place, Mr. Mayamiko Hambisa. Mr. Mayamiko Hambisa. Mr. Mayamiko Hambisa. Bachelor of Business Administration. First place, Mr. Nkula George. Mr. Nkula George. Second place, Mr. Obledick Sato. Second place, Mr. Oble Dick Sato. First place, Mr. Nkula George. Mr. Nkula George. Second place, Mr. Oble Dick Sato. Bachelor of Social Work. Bachelor of Social Work, Mr. Kambale Simeon. Mr. Kambale Simeon. Second place, Miss Esther Gondwe. Miss Esther Gondwe. First place, Mr. Kambale Simeon. Mr. Kambale Simeon. Second place, Miss Esther Gondwe. Miss Esther Gondwe. Okay. Best Woman Performer. Best Woman Performer. Miss Emma Banda, Bachelor of Computer Science. Best Woman Performer, Miss Emma Banda, from Bachelor of Computer Science. From Bachelor of Computer Science. Academic top performance of degree programs. Academic top performance of degree programs. Third place, we have Mr. Blessings Kawiza.
Third place?
Third place, Mr. Blessings Kawiza from Bachelor of Computer Science. Second place, we have Mr. Dumisani Kapala from Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science. Second place, Mr. Dumisani Kapala from Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science. And first place, we have Mr. Nyangulu Clifton Robertson from Bachelor of Computer Science. Mr. Nyangulu Clifton Robertson from Bachelor of Computer Science. These are the academic top performance of degree program. So the third place, we have Mr. Blessings Kawinga. Second place, we have Mr. Dumisani Kapala. And first place, Mr. Ngulu Clifton Robertson from Bachelor of Computer Science.
May I request Reverend Father G. Sunda to give away the mementos to the guest of honor and special invitees. May I invite Reverend Father G. Sunda, MMI, Secretary, University Council, DMI St. John the Baptist University, to propose the vote of thanks.
It is a great privilege and pleasure to stand here to deliver a vote of thanks. First and foremost, I take pleasure in thanking God for blessing and taking us to another level in life. It is often said that gratitude is the attitude that takes you to your altitude. Therefore, we pay our gratitude in absentia, but in spirit, to Very Reverend Father Dr. J. Arulraj for caring for the children of Malawi by establishing DMI St. John the Baptist University. Thank you, Very Reverend Father Dr. J. Arulraj. Allow me to thank His Lordship, Right Reverend Manford Stima, the Pro-Chancellor and Bishop of Mangochi. Your Lordship, thank you very much for offering your blessings and the motivational speech. Your Lordship, we are expecting your constant spiritual and moral support for the growth of the university. Thank you, Your Lordship. Allow me to thank Dr. Thomas Mundali, Director General of National Planning Commission, who is representing the Honorable Ainsworth, MP Minister of National Resources and Climate Change, for accepting to grace this August occasion with his presence. Thank you very much for inspiring, insightful speech. I am honored to thank Mr. Harjit Singh, Deputy High Commissioner of India to Malawi, who is representing His Excellency Sri S. Gopalakrishnan, the High Commissioner of India to Malawi, for his encouraging speech and being part of this important event. Thank you, sir. I am delighted to extend our heartfelt thanks to His Grace, Most Reverend George Desmond Tamala, the Archbishop of Lilongwe, for his wonderful speech, steadfast courage, and inspiring role in making sure that we be jealous when reaching the top of our success. Thank you very much, Your Grace. At this juncture, I am honored to thank His Grace, Most Reverend Thomas Luke Mususa, the Archbishop of Blantyre, for his admirable speech and being part of the 7th graduation ceremony. Your Grace, we acknowledge the support which has given in supplementing and supporting the efforts of the Malawian education in all its forms. We thank you, Your Grace, for your support towards the Malawian education is highly remarkable. It's my pleasure to thank Reverend Father Dr. Henry Sandy, the Secretary General of ECM, for his encouragement and dedication towards the activities of the university. Thank you, Father. I am pleased to extend our thanks to Reverend Sister Jnana Selvam, DFT Managing Trustee, your unwavering courage and motivating role in making sure the university academic programs are fulfilled and become who we are today. Thank you, dear sister. We also extend our gratitude to Dr. I. Jerin Leno, the Vice Chancellor, DSR. Your hard work is well appreciated for the growth of the university. It is your effort made this day very colorful. Thank you, sir. It is my pleasure to thank Reverend Father Y. Joseph William, the Superior General of MMI. Dear Father, your guidance and support makes us to work more eagerly to serve the students and the nation in the field of education. Thank you, Father. I am indebted to thank Reverend Sister Rani DMI and Reverend Father Rubin, the campus coordinators, for their support in all the aspects of the university programs up to this point. Thank you, dear sister and father. I also thank the Vice Chancellors of various universities, and special thanks to Dr. Kavita, the Vice Chancellor of DMI St. Eugene University. Your collaboration with our university is well appreciated. Thank you, Madam. We also extend our gratitude to those who are supported us in practical ways behind the scenes, the members of the Trust of DMI, fathers of MMI and sisters of DMI, members of the University Council, members of the Senate. For all of you, thank you, dear sir, madam, sisters, and fathers. May I also thank all the distinguished guests who have taken their precious time to come for celebrating with us. The directors, principals of various institutions, head teachers, government and non-government officials, religious personnel, reverend fathers, reverend sisters, members of media and press, the band and beloved parents, guardians, sponsors and spouse. I thank all of you. With their vast knowledge and experience, they have given us unshakable foundation in our various fields of study. They have nurtured talents and skills which we have cherished. They have inspired us to think more critically, at the same time to act more compassionately. For this, we owe them a million debts of gratitude. Thank you very much, dear lecturers. Distinguished graduates, it has been a mental marathon, but here we are today, standing with the certificates and looking forward for more achievements to come. Today is a day when we have a sense of fulfillment. Our achievements are being acknowledged, and we celebrate this significant milestone in our lives. If you all believe in the phrase, knowledge is power and ignorance is slavery, then today we stand here together as a proud group of friends with that power. Congratulations, my dear graduates. Finally, on behalf of DMI St. John the Baptist University, we wish the graduates all the best in life. Remember to be in touch with the university and the alumni forum. I pray for the brighter future for all of you. Thank you, dear graduates. Congratulations. Thank you very much. May God bless us and the mother nation of Malawi. Thank you, one and all.
I dissolve the assembly of the 7th graduation of the DMI St. John the Baptist University.
May I request the audience to stand for the national anthem.
requests the audience to be standing until the dignitaries leave the ceremonial hall. Graduates, we are being informed that you collect your certificates after you have retained the gown. So please, you can go at the back side. That's where you're going to collect your certificates. We will collect your certificates upon retaining the gown.